5:01 left. Onside kick possibility? Yes. No. It's just a squib kick trying to break up the rhythm. But it does. The Browns will just fall on it at their own 26-yard line. Coming up next on NBC Sports, the exciting second half of today's doubleheader with the Oakland Raiders battling the Denver Broncos, or the Colts taking on the Dolphins. So check your local listings, the games and time in your area, all here on NBC Sports. Better idea, just stay with us, and you'll know what the second game is when it comes on.
Number 58, Jim Langer, center. He's the one that snapped on that extra point. He's replacing Huff, who is a regular snapper, but he's out with surgery. But Jim Langer's an all-pro center.
He snapped one against two.
Yeah, I remember that.
It went on forever on Christmas Day, right?
I wish he'd have snapped it like that when Miami beat Kansas City many years ago.
From the 27-yard line, Mike Pruitt gets the call.
Did you notice?
30-yard line has 7, 2nd and 3. Studwell with a tackle. I imagine they'll stay on the ground. They just want that clock to move.
Did you notice that Pruitt, when he got through the hole, he had both arms around that football? Boy, what a big play that was, that extra point. 8-point difference with 4:30 remaining in this football game.
Now, you mentioned a couple of times Cleo Miller, who scored a touchdown in the ball game. One of the reasons that he carries in short yardage situations is the fact that he does not fumble. Well, we see him carry in this drive because of that fact. He does not fumble.
That's right. Plus, he's an excellent blocker.
Pruitt, 35-yard line. Studwell again was there. It'll be 3rd down and a couple. But the clock is moving. 3:56 and counting. And time is running out on the Minnesota Vikings in this ball game. But remember that Detroit takes on Tampa Bay at home later on today. And next week, Minnesota is at Houston, and Detroit plays the other Bay, Green Bay. And any combination of a Minnesota win in the last 2 games or a Detroit loss would put the Vikings in the playoffs as the champion of the NFC Central. A Cleveland win here today means that they are in the playoffs. They have the first down. Pruitt picks it up. That is Mike Pruitt, and the clock continues on its inexorable march.
That time, number 30, Cleo Miller, was in that ball game. He made a good block on the linebacker. Made sure the linebacker did not get any penetration, and then Pruitt made the first down. That is a big first down for the Cleveland Browns. Less than 3 minutes remaining in this football game. They have an 8-point lead. What they have to do now is hold on to the football and do not give it to the Minnesota Vikings. And I look for sight to keep that ball on the ground.
And the old riverboat gambler himself, Sam Ritigliano. Stipe is using all of the 30-second clock. Sam does not want to delay a game. 4 seconds on the 30-second clock. 41-yard line, gain of a couple, 2nd and 8. Mike Pruitt. He carries. Scott Studwell makes the tackle. And now the clock reads 2:23 and counting. As you can see, the 30-second clock has not started. Cleveland will stay in the huddle except for one small time. Vikings call a timeout, and they stop the clock. We have 2 minutes and 18 seconds left to go. The Browns lead it 23-15. If they win, they're in the playoffs. We'll be back. It is Cleveland out in front, 23-15. The margin 8 points, 2:18 left to go in the ball game. Mike Pruitt needs 28 yards to reach the 1,000-yard mark this year. Steve Dance, our NBC statistician, Ron Cadwell, and Jim Plumadahl, our 2 spotters today. Thank you, gentlemen. Outstanding job here in Viking territory.
Looky here.
Throw on second and 8. It's intercepted. Oh, my. Bobby Bryant has the interception, and that is his 50th interception in his 12-year career. Rucker, the intended receiver. He threw it right to him.
That was supposed to be a screen pass. The Cleo Miller out in the left side. He was covered. The outlet man is Reggie Rucker, and that's who Bryant's side went to. But he did locate that receiver. And I am really surprised that he even bothered to put the football in the air. Cleo Miller, number 30 on the right of your screen. That's who he wanted to go to, but he was well covered by a linebacker, and he hit Bobby Bryant right in the stomach with the football.
Am I right? That is the Browns' first turnover of the ball game. Yes. Cleveland 47-yard line, first down. 2:12 left to go. The Vikings down by 8. Pass is complete to Bob Tucker, and he holds on as Judson Flint takes him right over his shoulder.
There's Brian Sight talking to Jim Shopner, the offensive coach of the Cleveland Browns, trying to explain why he threw that ball to Bobby Bryant.
We've got a timeout, the 2-minute warning given to both benches. And we'll be back in a moment. And a little applause for the New Orleans Saints. Congratulations. Pass is complete. 19-yard line for Ahmad Rashad. 18 yards on the play. Boy, the Vikings are hot. 153.
They're moving that ball right down the field. We have a Cleveland Brown player on the ground. That's number 20. That's Flint. Judson Flint down holding his leg.
Another final is New England 24 and Buffalo 2.
Run that back one more time. New Orleans did what? They beat the Jets 21-20.
I didn't get the finals. They won. And that's their first win. And we've got a timeout. And we'll be back in a moment.